lower chakras into the upper chakras. So getting any stagnant energy in the root, sacral, solar plexus, up into the heart, throat, third eye and crown. So let's start by tuning in. Bring your palms together. And then press your palms firmly. And if you're new to this class, we use the mantra Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. And this means we're connecting the finite or limited aspects of ourselves to the infinite or limitless aspects that are all around us at any given moment. Exhale. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Deva Namo. Ong Namo Guru Deva Namo. Ong Namo Guru Deva Namo. Deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath, press the palms, lift the pelvic floor, Mula Bandh. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. Slowly exhale out the nose. Next is the Mangalacharan mantra, the protection mantra. If you're new, I want you to simply focus not on the words tonight, but on this visualization. And if you've been coming to class, focus on this visualization. So as we say Ad Gure Name, visualize a white pillar of light on the right side of your body. Jugad Gure Name, visualize a pillar of white light behind your spinal column. Sat Gure Name, pillar of white light on the left side of the body. Sri Guru Deva Name, imagine white light pillar in front of your face and the front of your body. So it starts on the right, goes to the back, left and front. Exhale. Inhale. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deva Name, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deva Name, Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deva Name. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. Press the palms, lift the pelvic floor, reach the crown of the head. Slowly exhale. Hands to the knees. You might keep your eyes closed. We'll start the Sufi grind to warm up the torso. Inhale, come forward with the torso. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And just keep moving this way. Notice if there are any tight spots in the body, in the hips, in the torso. Use your breath to open up those spaces. Take 3 more circles in this direction. After your third, you'll pause and start rotating the opposite direction, creating some balance. Breath is the same. Inhale forward, exhale back. Take 3 more circles in this direction. When you finish your third this time, just sit up straight in the center of it all, enjoying the stillness. Then we'll come into cat-cow pose, onto the hands and knees. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. And exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Then close the eyes, inhale, lift the chin and tailbone, exhale, round. Inhale, mentally say sat, exhale, mentally nam. Inhale, sat, exhale, nam. Sat nam means truth is my identity. You might start at a gradual pace and then start to speed it up. Really moving the spine, using your breath. One more minute, maybe pick up the pace a little. "30 seconds. Moving the spine. Feeling the space between the vertebrae. Inhale, sat, exhale, nam. Okay, now inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Press back, child's pose. And then come up to a comfortable seat. We'll do the ego eradicator. So extend your arms and then curl the fingertips in, thumbs point straight up. Breath of fire. If you're new to this breath, stick out your tongue, pant like a dog. Put your tongue in your mouth and do that same breath rhythm, equal inhales and exhales out the nose. You're pumping your navel forcefully with each breath. We'll close the eyes. Go ahead and start. Time is on the clock. You'll start to generate heat through the body, pumping at the navel. "15 seconds. Deep inhale, bring the thumbs to touch overhead. Keep the eyes closed, extend the fingers up, hold the breath. Slowly exhale, let the hands come down to the floor. Good. Okay, we'll start the Kriya now. This first posture, it helps if you have any digestion issues. I'll show you the full pose and then I'll show you the modification. So we're going to do the breath of fire in this posture. You're going to first bring your hands to the hips, camel pose. You might stay here, breath of fire. Or if you can grab your heels, camel pose, breath of fire. Yeah? So come up onto your shins. I'll get the clock started, the timer. We're here for 3 minutes total, okay? Time is on the clock. Go ahead and start. Quick breathing through the nose. And then just like before at the beginning of class, maybe mentally say sat on your inhale, mentally say nam on the exhale. So it'll be sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam. Always coming back to your personal truth with each breath. Halfway done. Breathing powerfully, opening the heart center, pumping the navel. Good for hunger, poor digestion. "20 seconds left, but we'll stay in the pose. Stay in the pose, inhale, hold the breath. And now we'll begin to chant Sat Nam 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 Sat Nam. Keep going. Its truth is my identity is the meaning. Connecting with your truth. Sat Nam 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 Sat Nam. 20 seconds. Nam Sat 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 Nam Sat. Now rise up. Immediately, you might get your bolster for this one. Crown of the head to the floor. Interlace fingers at your back and your hands are on your back. And then you're going to balance with your brow point on the floor. Lift your feet. Now, if that's too much to lift your feet, you can put your bolster underneath your shins. Forehead on the ground, interlace fingers, shins lifted, or maybe using a bolster to assist you there. And you're simply breathing. Balancing on the knees, balancing on the forehead, meditating on the space between the eyebrows. And this is now grounding you physically, but also releasing energy to the brain. Whatever you can do is good, and if you need to make the position fit your body, take care of yourself. Good, and now bring your hands to the floor. Keep your right shin off the ground, lift the left leg up at a diagonal, and begin to kick your heel into your glute. This is also releasing more energy to the brain. Kick hard. I always think if I can kick my own butt, the world can't do much to me, toning my nervous system. Now mindfully bring the left knee to the floor, lift the shin, extend the right leg up and back. Same thing this side. Go ahead and start at a diagonal and then trying to get your heel towards your glute. Breath is natural. Quite literally transforming that energy from the root chakra to the third eye, Ajna chakra. The root chakra is all about survival. So it's interesting when this coronavirus broke out, what everyone ran out and bought at the store. Toilet paper, such a root chakra thing. Like quite literally. We have 15 seconds more. I was like, wow, this is an interesting yogic study. Very good. Now bring your knee back down to the floor, rise up. And this one, if you have knee issues, I want you to be very mindful, take care of your knees. We're coming into celibate pose, sometimes called hero pose in vinyasa classes. You sit between your heels. If this is not good for your hips or heels, sit on your bolster there, or sit on a block. And if it's really not going to happen, you can always come into Baddha Konasana or just extend your legs out in front. It's different for everyone. Some people were born in this pose, some people have had knee surgery, so you have to be mindful. Bring your hands to your thighs and start to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Just slow breathing. This posture, as well as the one following it, is for potency. It's balancing the sacral chakra, the second chakra associated with the color orange. This chakra is all about our creativity, ability to think outside the box, and be passionate about our life, living our lives. Good, now from here, be mindful of your knees, and I'll show you another option. If it's okay for your knees, you're going to lie all the way down on your back. But when you lie down, your knees go like this, come back up. So your knees are down and together eventually, or you can bring them apart if that's a little much. If that's not happening for you today, then I'd like you to take reclined cobbler's pose with the soles of the feet together, knees out, like so. And then we'll extend the arms, palms press here. So find your position. And then with the palms flat together, cross the left thumb over the right, and we'll begin Sat Kriya like this. So that same Sat Nam that we did before, coming to our truth. Sat Nam, 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 and begin to slowly rise back up. Mindful of your knees. We're going to come back into that camel pose from the beginning of class, half as long. And when we start, just long, deep breathing through the nose and feel the space you created already in class. So your hands can be on your low back, gazing up at the ceiling. Breathe in and out through the nose, maybe hands to the heels. Whatever's good for your body. Breathing in and out through the nose. With the hands on the low back, it supports the hips a little. Yeah. Find a steady rhythm in your breath. And don't worry what version of the posture you're in, as long as you're breathing long and deep. Opening the heart, opening the throat as well. Over halfway done. Now begin the breath of fire again. Quick inhales and exhales, pumping the navel. Keep going, 20 seconds. Now slowly rise up, back to child's pose. You can bring a bolster between your hips and heels as needed. Extend your arms forward and then bring your palms together, thumb right or left thumb over the right thumb there. And same thing as with that Sat Kriya with the arms up, palms together, left thumb over the right, brow point, space between the eyebrows, maybe connecting with the floor, breathing long and deep. So every time we open the heart and the throat in that camel pose, you'll notice the postures right after we bring the brow point to the floor. It's the sixth chakra in the chakra system. It's called Ajna chakra, the seat of your inner intuition, that inner knowingness. Okay, now rise up, lie onto your back for stretch pose. And here, if you need a little bit of support, you'll bring your hands underneath your low back for support in this one. If you can, you'll lift both feet 6 inches, extend the arms forward, gaze at your toes, and breath of fire. Time is on the clock. For more support, hands underneath the low back, just lift 1 foot at a time, 6 inches. So really strengthening the low belly. "20 seconds, you've got this." And don't worry about what it looks like. Everyone just does their best in Kundalini yoga. Really, any form of yoga. Okay, now inhale, the knees come into the chest. Exhale, legs extend 6 inches from the floor. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, legs extend. Just keep moving this way, navel pulling down towards the floor. Feel your ribs knit together, like they're coming together. And then right below the navel point, about an inch, inch and a half, that's the spot you want really pulling down towards the ground. Inhale, knees come in. Exhale, legs go out. Okay, now from here, use your intelligence and your awareness of your own body to choose the spot that's good for you. For some of us, we'll be in waterfall pose, heels above the hips. For others of us, we'll come up into shoulder stand, creating a straight line, but there should be no strain on the cervical spine, the neck, and then begin the breath of fire from either position. Now relax the breath. If you're in shoulder stand, toes come beyond the head. and then you'll extend the arms straight, breath of fire again. Now, if you're not in that full pose, what I'd like you to do is just bring your legs a little closer to your face or hug your knees in. And we begin the breath of fire again. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the full plow pose, breathing that way, or you're in a variation that works for your body. What matters is that you're doing your best. And it doesn't matter if that's a textbook picture or something else. Breathing quickly, breath of fire, pumping the navel. And even if you're not in the full pose, you might visualize your body in it. The power of visualization is quite extreme. We talked about it last week, about how there have been studies where people imagine they're practicing the piano, and then scientists take another group of people who actually practice. And the people who just imagined practicing still saw an increase in piano skills. Now come back up to shoulder stand, which is so amazing to me. So legs back up like this, one last little round, or waterfall pose, legs straight up, breath of fire. This is our last little sprint in this series of postures. I mean, it makes me want to visualize lifting weights every day because that is not my favorite. Keep breathing quick, in and out through the nose. But it's the power of the mind and the power of intention. Last 10 seconds. Okay, now slowly roll back onto your back. Last little sprint here, stretch pose again. Hands underneath the low back. Lift your feet, or if you don't need the hands, extend them forward. Lift the feet and heels 6 inches, breath of fire again. And you can always do one heel at a time. And if you feel any tension whatsoever in the low back, hands underneath the low back here. Laughing is good. We take ourselves too serious. Last 10 seconds. You've got it. Okay, now just like before, knees into the chest, inhale, exhale out. Inhale, knees in, exhale out. Inhale, knees in, exhale out. Keep moving this way. This is the last little core sprint. Inhale in, exhale out. Last 10 seconds. Good, now hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll along your spine. And I want you to rock and roll until you come onto your belly. And then once you're on your belly, we have like 4 physical things left. You've totally got this. Interlace fingers, lift up, breath of fire. Time is on the clock. So we're really adjusting the navel point, the solar plexus. This is the spot in the body energetically that's associated with confidence, personal power, willpower. And I love that we're all women here tonight, you know? Girl power, balancing this, harnessing our own confidence. Any response to Kundalini yoga is completely normal, you know, because we do postures that aren't the typical. We're moving a lot of energy in the body, like laughing. I do that. Some people scream, others of us cry, and sometimes it changes day by day. So it's totally normal. Whatever's coming up for you, just let it out, you know, don't like bubble it down, shove it down. That's what the world wants us to do. Just like be yourself. Last 10 seconds. Okay, now bring your chin down to the floor, interlace fingers behind you. You might turn your head to the side if you'd like. Same position, just kick your bum again with the heels. Just alternating kicks here. You can go as fast as you like. Fingers stay to interlace. You know, because I'm a school teacher, and that's like somewhere, I teach middle school. And that's somewhere where there's like bells and things, and I love teaching so much. I have to remind myself to like do things like take the role. And things can be so regimented, especially now there are so many regulations. And creating space for us to be human and just to like be ourselves, and especially for 12, 13-year-olds to go have a break outside and be in the sunshine and breathe, like it's so important right now. If 2020 hasn't taught you anything yet, which I'm sure it has, what about this very sophisticated teaching of be yourself? Let yourself just relax when you need to relax, work when you need to work. It's powerful. Okay, now bend your knees. Grab your ankles, and if you can't do that, just stay like this, reaching back. If you can, we're going to rock forward and back, forward and back. And if that's a lot on like your pelvic bones, you can put a blanket underneath you. Just keep moving forward and back, and your quads will start to burn. That's okay. And if you're like, I can just stay here and that's what I can do, that's fine too. Good, last 30 seconds, and then we just have one more pose before our meditation. Wherever you are, keep moving, keep breathing. Very good. Now cobra pose, hands underneath the shoulders, legs stay on the floor. Just lift up as high as you can. If that's too much, forearms on the floor instead, Sphinx pose. Breath of fire one last time. Quick inhales and exhales, they're even. 15 seconds. Really pump the navel. Moving into the heart space. Compassion, empathy, the throat, ability to communicate, intuition, third eye, connection, crown. Good, now slowly press back, child's pose. And come up as you're ready to a seated place. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. We'll use a mantra here. It's the Gopinde, Mukande, Udare, Apare, Haryang, Karyang, Nirname, Akame. Don't worry about memorizing that. You're like, what in the world? Interlace fingers around your feet. What this mantra means is it's a prosperity mantra, and it's just releasing anything not serving you and connecting with your highest good in your life. And if it's too much to interlace like this, just grab your ankles, no problem. And let the eyes close. Start to notice the breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And then start to rock back and forth with the mantra. Opening up the hips. And Kundalini Yoga is the yoga of awareness. So we really moved, especially tonight with this Kriya, or a series of actions, breathing, postures, mudras. We really moved the energy through the chakras. From the lower chakras, where many times we kind of go into automatic pilot mode, we're stuck in one of those lower three chakras. So we just move the energy from those three to the upper three, to the heart center, connected in the throat, our communication center, and then the upper glands, pituitary and pineal gland in the brain. Keep moving, just rocking. Breath is in and out through the nose. And as you're breathing here long and deep and moving through the hips, through the knee joints, the ankles, even the feet a little bit, you may start to feel some of these muscles, joints relax or release. And it's a very feminine movement, a Shakti movement. Kind of the same movement as water, which is very soothing. Last little bit, keep moving back and forth. What this does is it disperses the energy throughout your body system everywhere. We've done so much breathing, so much posture, portions of it most likely felt like work. And so this is just letting all that energy disperse, releasing any last little tensions in the body. Now inhale up through center. Hold your breath. As slowly as you can, exhale out the nose. Beautiful. Lie down onto your back, Shavasana. So now this portion of class is just as important, if not more important than all the movement, is allowing the body to be still and to just soak in all that movement, all that oxygen you just pumped through your system. See if you can soften the face, the cheek muscles, even the forehead, scalp. Even relax the chest.